What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Baldur's Gate, episode 45.
45.
45. I don't know.
Wow.
Gets a robot dance, but I did it like way below so the camera didn't see it. I got to put it up by my face. Beep, boop,
You
wop,
can't
wop.
see me, but this is my dancing face.
That's Patreon content to see the robot dance.
RoBear robot.
Or on RoBear's OnlyFans. You can find those in either place. One is
the RoBear
actually
robot.
more spicy. You can figure out which one that is.
Oh man, I don't need to get into bear and cub content.
Jeez. So this is how we're gonna start episode 45, huh?
We're going
This
to
is
a
where we're
party in
going
the
with
Fae,
it.
man. You got to get a little weird, right? I didn't.
Oh boy.
I live the weird.
If there was a bottle, if there was a bottle upstairs, I would have taken a shot before this episode. Get my mind right for where I'm going. I've been to a cocktail party in 2 fucking years, okay? Got to take the edge off.
Oh, I grabbed a Voodoo Ranger.
You damn right we grabbed that Voodoo Ranger. Cheers. Appreciate Voodoo Ranger upping us for another full year of sponsorship. Appreciate you, Alex, Patrick, and the rest of the Voodoo gang. We love you very much. Bonus for those who hadn't heard, we'll be doing D&D on the Voodoo Ranger channel this year. At least 4 shows. We're going to do 1 a quarter. It involved brewers, other Voodoo Ranger partners, and a bunch of us
Brewers.
knuckleheads.
I'm so sad, not really, that you have to have brewers on this show. You might want to install a delay for that one just to be safe. I've had brewers on my show for 10 years, and man, the comes out of their mouth.
It's on their
Make
channel.
mechanics blush.
It's on their channel, man. I'm good. Hey, whatever. Hey, they want to burn it down, be my guest. The first sip. I should have. Every time I do that, I'm like, I should have done that 2 hours ago. I really need to incorporate it into my prep.
Yeah.
It's just
It's like that
doing this.
workflow item.
If I didn't do this 4 times a week, there's some episodes of Game of Saving Throws when we're that's the only time that we play D&D. If you want to talk about a BAC level, I'm talking about the first under 30. You can catch one of those. You go, man, I think they're very sober, and you would be correct. Good times. Announcements. What are you guys doing this
D20
week?
Deathmatch. Again. Surprise! I know you all were thinking, no, maybe not, but it is. We're doing D20 Deathmatch this Sunday. Ha! But it's going to be awesome, as usual, because we've got Dave from Careful Cantrip and AJ from Winter's Tale, who you may have also seen over on Pathfinder with me, who plays a spicy cat. She's really fun. And it'll be a grand old time.
Are you getting running out of ways to kill people yet?
No.
Still tapping into that well.
Over break, I added 20 more chaotic events. We are ready to murder.
Wow.
Oh.
We're on
I'm
track
very
for 100
excited.
chaos events.
Yes.
Well,
Working with there.
Look at y'all
chaos.
growing.
Enjoyable.
Soon there will be 100.
Well,
Soon.
I'm gonna be the guy to ask at one point in time, can we finally get a damn D20 deathmatch shirt in the new year? That's all I want to know.
We
Yes,
have one.
actually. Yes.
No, you got one in. Oh my God,
They're
it's not-
yeah.
it's
they're not-
coveted.
It's in the store, but it's not available in the store because our Kickstarter people get it first.
Righteous.
Oh, nice.
Righteous.
Loved your Kickstarter fans.
Get
From
it.
there From the
Soon.
very beginning.
Hey, I mean, that's gonna be the greatest item of all time. The first run, the OG first run of the D20 Deathmatch shirts.
There they are.
Oh, so good. Anybody else with announcements for the week? Nada. Well, over here in the channel, D&D as usual, except we're in all new digs. You may not notice, but look at those crispy frames on everybody. So smooth. That's because we're using a service called Ping, and I can advertise it to everyone. Ping dot. I'm not used to the website yet.
T3.gg.
There you go. Ping.t3.gg. If you want your own damn video podcast to look this crispy, bada bing. Right there's your source. They're set up. You can hop on their waiting list now. Service has rocked for us so far. I am thoroughly enjoying it, and it is crispy. So, check out our friends. Appreciate them very much in their launch. Things are going crazy for them. It's helping our workflow over here as well. We have migrated the server. I've decided to be a glutton for punishment and move all of my assets into the cloud. So we're officially using the Forge service for Foundry. And I will say, I will officially recommend that service for someone that is starting up. Whereas before I was like, you probably need to go on Roll20 for a couple of months and figure out what you're doing. And honestly, that's what you should do, but that's not what advice I would listen to myself. I'd be like, I'm just gonna take this pill and get over it. But there's gonna be a learning curve, but Forge makes it easy. We got decreased load times on everything for players. They got Cloudflare servers that are hooked up all across the country, so we should have better support between going from radio all the way over to BIFE in the UK. So I'm excited. We ran into a few issues. Only myself could go through 2 network cards in the span of existence. So the loaf of the bread through the keyhole has been fixed for the moment. And I'm excited to just get playing D&D. Sometimes it's a struggle bus, but we're here. Tomorrow, D&D double feature. We're back with Meteorian Core starting at 5 p.m. CST, going to 9 o'clock. Then we're going to pick up at 9:30 with Witchlight, finally, which has been out for a freaking month. We're going to Downfall. We're headed to Barcelona. In the bog. We're headed there. I promise. Witchlight has not disappeared, my friends. My poor folks on YouTube. What's going on? I don't see it anymore. You'll see it soon, but not Mixer soon.
Damn it.
By the way, it's gotten cold. Cold enough for me to bust out the relic.
Pants?
The classic.
Oh, the Mixer hoodie.
Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Yes.
I got the super shitty one because I'm a big guy. Embroidered on like a straight up like Walmart grade hoodie.
I wish you had told me. I would have worn mine. We could have been twins.
I just washed mine today.
Might have to, you have to go for the wardrobe change mid-show.
It's in the dryer.
Hold on here.
I mean, y'all's is so nice and mine's a Hanes.
It is a different color blue.
Like yours is the actual hoodie, mine's a jacket. But you know, I'm okay because I'm a grown-ass man. I just don't wear hoodies.
There you go. I love hoodies.
I'm a grown ass man. I wear hoodies all the time.
I feel so accused in this. I don't know what's
Next you're gonna tell us that we can't wear footy pajamas. You keep your opinions to yourself, sir.
My mom was a hater, dude. She was like, I'm not buying you something that doesn't zip up and zip down. That's dumb. We don't do that in this family. I know she was a hater about it. She instilled it on me. I don't wear hoodies.
She hated the fact that they didn't zip up and down.
Didn't zip up and down. Can't multi-purpose it.
Zipper.
Nope.
Okay.
Not
First of all,
not a multi-purpose device for her.
What was her opinion on t-shirts then? The sweaters.
We don't wear those either. But hey, oh look, I'm wearing button up.
Everything either has to have a zipper or a button.
Hey,
These are the rules.
I don't buy short.
Sense.
I don't buy short sleeve shirts. Roll them
That
up.
makes a lot of
Sure.
sense.
I'm learning so much about this family right now.
Hey,
Here I thought you just liked the Magellan shirts, but this is actually some deep embedded
that's some
childhood trauma shit.
deep rooted, acting like you're poorer than what you are shit. That's what that is right there. That's a Midwest Upland South bullshit. No, hoodies are perfectly comfy, but not in the Festy household. That was too close to the starter jacket. You got to remember that trauma there too. That was the modern day Patagonia back in the day.
What's her stance on ponchos?
That's funny enough. Huge poncho advocate, always stuffing a poncho in my pocket on the way out. But like, she had the traditional raincoat, like yellow, like dish gloves, but she would stick me with the trash can. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this?
It's legit.
Just in case it rains. There's no clouds. It's 90 and it's not supposed to rain for 3 weeks.
Dude,
just in case.
Mama RoBear was a poncho queen. I still have some laying around that she bought. Like, there was things you would get in your stocking stuffer, gloves, poncho. To this day, they put we don't even, the adults don't even do Christmas. It's a gag gift. Everyone has to get socks in their stocking. Like, it can't, like, you have to, because
Those
mom would roll in her
useful.
grave.
What is always a good gift? There's no shame.
I mean,
in that.
if they buy, like, if you get good socks, otherwise it's like, when am I wearing these?
I never buy socks. So when people buy me socks, it's probably time for me to get new socks.
Listen, I never understood the people out there who give practical gifts for Christmas.
No, he's attacking my family. This is not fair. I love the broom they got me for Christmas. It has been my favorite.
They got you a broom?
And it's a broom, like a Swift. It's not a Swiffer. It's better than a Swiffer. I have it right here in my office because it's my favorite thing.
To be fair, though, they did give me an entire prime rib once for Christmas in a cooler.
They didn't know what else to get, so they bought them.
So that was nice. That was
I got
dope.
some nice hangers one year. That was really good. I never buy hangers. They're not the ones with the soft things. They're not wooden, but like they're the nice plastic ones with the dips in them. Like, this is important.
Hey,
for next year, I'm gonna get you some hangers.
Hangers.
Another prime rib.
Everybody else is giving out like iPads and like shit, and then her baby's like, "Hey, here's some hangers."
You always get like your gum, your little gum for the next month, and you get your pack of gum, and you get a pair of leggings.
Sketch and
here's the one nice thing about being at least a quarter white trash is that Christmas for me is just going and picking up $20 worth of lottery tickets per person, per adult, and it's just done. I usually get the $10, a $5, and then the 5 ones of them, and you're like, rock and roll, baby. What a dumb thing to do. Just a donation to the state.
Hey, maybe one day they'll win something big, and then you'd be like, remember, I bought you that.
The education system could use some help, so there you are, supporting them that way. I know Missouri lottery goes to the schools.
So true.
Missouri.
Yeah, but then they take that money from other places.
Fun fact.
It's not extra money. It's just money taken from other places.
That's true.
Oh, it's all the gambling's paying for the schools. That means we don't have to do it.
Oh, look, there's Theo in the chat. Everybody wave to Theo. You got to be an OG when you got a 4-letter username inside Twitch. Aren't we so crystal clear?
That's a name that you just pass along to your children at some point. Here, you have my Twitch account.
It's a Twitch heirloom, right? I hope I don't get flagged for dropping a link. Yes, you do. Hey, just like your auto mod got me. It's okay. I'll drop the link for you. Boom. Everybody, this is where you can go and check it out. ping.t3.gg. Make your video conferencing fantasies come true. Appreciate y'all. Picking up where we left off last week. With the party set to take their first job inside Baldur's Gate. Willingly. Non-forced. With their own agency.
Appreciate you.
Receiving the proper gifts and attire, they have put together a spectacle, now adorned in costumes, all in support of their friend and his coronation of becoming a fellow in the Fern and Folly Society. However, with a massive disclosure, literally moments before, of Josiah's own royal past, and more of Jinrid's, a juxtaposition of an indentured servitude life, he began putting together the pieces and the litter that carries Asher. As we march through the city, much like the Huts, just without a drum.
Rancor.
No, Gitzi's hitting her stomach. He's hungry. It has a nice hollow sound to it.
He said drum, not timpani. There's a difference there.
It's empty inside. It's very drum-like now.
And Aelun is dating Trejo.
Adorned with the new markings of the half fire tiefling, half Vera fox face. The new sign of Asher. We've made our way from Brampton and the alleyways to where people enjoyed and thought we were on some sort of Mardi Gras-like parade, all the way to the upper city. Uh-oh. You guys still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, where'd you go?
I thought everything was about to crash.
Dramatic pause.
It's in the cloud.
You haven't gotten to the role play yet. You can't say
Normally, when it's on my server, if the music stops, it's bad news. But now that we're on the cloud, it's okay. Just every now and then that happens. But now, approaching the upper crust, seeing the entire park in the upper city full, a cocktail party worthy of any grand celebration in the city. They have begun to form a massive greenhouse around you. The same one, Asher, that you were transported to in the middle of your Fey dreams. We pick back up in that moment. We're still the magic cresting on either sides, beginning to fill out the grand structure of just how ornate this building is. Keeping subtle features still from the park. All of the grandiose, large oak trees still exist, and it's a fabric work that seems to patch over and adapt around. And you notice this for the first time, that not everything is the same, while some parts of the structure are. It seems to adapt to the location wherever it's dropped. No longer able to see outside of this Victorian greenhouse. White wrought iron fades into lattice, and you begin to see all of that flora begin to explode, almost like an impressionist painting against a white canvas. It's a slight color overload. I need all of you to roll a perception check.
What do my turtle eyes see?
Hearing and smelling based?
Pretty good. 17.
No, this is sight.
Just sight. Okay.
Damn.
Oh yeah, baby.
Friggin'
Let's go.
32?
Good.
And a 28? I thought a
That's-
17 was nice.
That's without advantage.
I had a 16, but I'm distracted.
You're just-
32, 28. both of you notice, Josiah, Aelun, you look down and you're not on the ground anymore. You're held up almost 40 feet in the air as you begin to see the platform that you stand materialize. But you catch moments before where you're just there, suspended. It freaks you out for a second before the rest of this building begins to fill. And you can see the cocktail tables and the bar set up and the long buffet in the corner. As you guys stare out into a massive new area with fey-like twilight that seems to pour in from the window frames. Asher, you stare out once again at a familiar place. One that you were not so long ago, but now far above on the second floor. As you stare out at that twilight that pours in, knowing you're somewhere between the material plane and the Fae. We kind of stare back at you, hoisted up on the litter, as you begin to see individuals dressed in white, green, and gold begin pouring up the spiral staircases into the pre-cocktail party for your coronation as fellow. And it's just that round of applause that you hear first. And awkward stares, and whatever uncomfortable pit in your stomach, the eyes are on you now. I just kind of lean back, the rest of us dressed in our adventurer gear, the porter's gear still hooked up to the side. Whenever you want us to set you down, just let us know. Dryad still hosting you up on either side.
I should just kind of like smiles and kind of like puts a hand up and kind of waves, and then like looks over to the left and gives a nod to the dryads. Like, you could set me down.
They simply nod, setting your litter down. And they don't actually go all the way to the ground. Those very androgynous looking dryads simply take a knee and set down the litter atop their knee, and you can see their other leg begins to spiral out and root, connecting over to the others, making this perfect set of fey stairs between roots that come down to the floor.
I like wait a second, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I gotta get up. Okay. So I just kind of like just like adjust myself a little bit, and then I stand up and walk down the steps to the front of the litter, and then just stand there awkwardly, not knowing what to do. So I just kind of stand there.
Do we need to announce his decadence? Goodness.
I lean over to Gitzi and I go, I know it's a bit much. Don't worry.
I'm glad they at least did that. I didn't know if I was expected to get on my four legs and let him step down on my shell or something. Allow me to be your shiny step stool. Good grief.
Asher,
Don't me.
perception check.
At 20.
Yes, sir.
When it
I
counts.
see everything.
Yes, yes, you do.
You pan to your right. Boom! You find the buffet, the suckling pig. You can see all the swag to your right. You immediately see the beverage cart and bar to your left. And you see Alex Verisand, the first member of the Fern and Folly Society that you've met. In full Gary Oldman grandiose, a collar that's even longer than the one that he had before. Gold and green gilded robes, hair parted to one side. The baldness of his head waxed and shined upon the other. As he makes eye contact and begins to move in your direction.
I stand there awkwardly. Just like, do I take like a step forward, then I stop. I like glance over at Jinrid, and I'm like, do I like do I stay? Like
Jin brushes your shoulders off just a little bit. Kind of takes you by the arm. Look good.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Don't worry. That's the secret. Nobody does in this room.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't know why
he's over there eating.
Why is his collar so big? I feel like that would hurt my neck.
Oh, you'll be just fine. Don't worry. The costumes are going to get even more ridiculous. The fun has just begun.
Alex, my friend, it's so good to see you. I like give this awkward bow. Just like trying to be proper and this like nice bow that probably is not necessary, but
he's gonna give an insight check.
proper fey greeting.
You know,
Okay,
there was the kid in high school that awkwardly bowed for no reason, that watched way too much anime and really didn't know what they were doing. That's this moment for Asher, as he kind of stares back at you and gives you the awkward bow back. Welcome, my friend.
You look very nice. I love it looks nice.
Thank you. I do hope that you're ready for quite the evening.
Oh, of course I couldn't turn down such a kind and generous offer. I've brought my security team with me.
Oh, security team. Lovely.
Yeah, some of the finest fighters in all of the land. Very esteemed.
So exciting to finally be inspiring research again. Oh, good. Thank God, Bill is finally taking care of the music. It was so awkward here. We've been standing out in the park now for hours with no entertainment.
Oh well, that's a shame. I would very much like to meet Bill at some point.
It's almost like the DM forgot to import all of his music files for the specific scene, so he was managing by just what he had until he did it on the fly. It was quite uncomfortable. Bill, the music is fantastic! As you stare back, as you can see the small face spirits that are now all playing inside this large orchestra.
Oh, which one's Bill?
Oh, you see, Bill, and you see just the back of his head. He's kind of he looks like every one of your dad's best friends.
Yeah. He's always at the parties and he's always got an opinion and he always brings something.
it really is the team behind the structure. Just anything that we need really constructed.
Yes, of course. It's good to have a good foundation for these types of gatherings.
The fun is only begun. Now, things will be a little overwhelming at first, but
nothing about this is overwhelming. It is quite all right.
I should have known anyone that's actually from the Fae. It's such an honor. Such an honor.
Partied with a bunch of satyrs? I have.
Oh my God. Please, don't waste the stories on me. You have plenty of new individuals to meet.
Oh, of course. I hope you don't mind. I'd like to have my team close by if they're okay to mingle and help me if I need it.
Persuasion check advantage.
16.
Of course. Whatever detail that you have most absolutely will be approved. If you could just, at some point in time, get us a ledger of your team, that would be fantastic. But don't worry.
Would you like introductions?
No.
Of course, perfectly. How rude of me. This is Jinrid, my head of security. To his right, that is
give the same awkward bow that you did back to him. I'm gonna roll performance on that.
Yep.
Oh, it's cringe, dude. It is cringe. 100%.
Don't know why he bowed twice. To his right is Aelun, my finest champion. No one has ever beat him in a fight.
That is true. Yes.
And my wonderful advisor, Gitzi.
You might turn around and Gitzi has left your side to find the buffet table.
I love Gitzi.
I'm gonna look around real quick with a perception check of 10.
Gitzi.
Do I see Gitzi?
I would move further over, but apparently I've found an invisible wall and I can't go further over.
That's why I love Gitzi. She's already advising.
I'm just going to make sure none of the food is poisoned.
Yes, don't worry, your arcanist. I will secure the package as Aelun follows Gitzi.
Oh, what invisible wall?
Gitzi, I want you to roll survival. Is that better than your perception?
Let's double check. It is, notably so.
Oh no! A nat one on food.
Oh. It's not that you don't know where the buffet line is. There's just so many appetizers and smooth boozes going out. It's throwing off your mesh network to know where to go. The minute you stand and think they're gonna come by with a small salmon rolls and cakes, boom, they zip over to the side. And then there's these extravagant little small little Reuben sandwiches over here, and you think they're gonna zip by, and you wait, and then boom, they frogger to the other. It's just you're in the no zone, and it's killing you.
Can I just be incredibly rude with this nat one and like bang my hammer on the ground a little bit and demanding attention? I have to inspect all of this for his fellowship, sir. Bring me one of everything.
Oh my god.
And then she will inspect it, and I will fight all of the food.
You mean an intimidation check, Gitzi?
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, this is starting off well.
Brought the rednecks to the Downton Abbey.
Oh god.
Hold on here. Let me.
Hold on, guys. It's just
Hold on.
I need my fruit.
This is important. I'm going to use my D10 on this. This is worth it, and I know chat would support me in this. 7 is not enough. All right, it is now a 12.
Burning your 1d10 inspiration for the session
Yes.
with a 12. You've never felt more unheard in your life. It echoes out. You get the attention of one individual with essentially the new guy with the tray of little bacon wrapped little smokies. And you can tell they're young. He's got his hair mashed over the side. Just a classic little Zoomer child that's over. And you lock in on him, just full sin. And he's like, I think they're okay.
I'll be the judge of that. And I'm just going to take his plate because that's the only food that came my way.
Oh God, you just take the whole thing?
I'm taking the whole thing, but I will bring it back to share as part of my chef's feast that chat just gave me. See?
Kicking it off early.
greedy.
Little Smokies, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. In the pandemic, Little Smokies are a chef's feast.
Is that 15 temp?
Yep.
It is.
15 temps. Oh, and they are
lastly-
exquisite. Someone actually spent the time to get the real beef frank Little Smokies and not the garbage 70% pork fat, 3% meat Little Smokies.
Those are the ones that taste the best, though.
With the nice BBQ sauce on them. And lastly, my main confidant, Josiah.
So I put my hands in my coat and tuck them behind my back and give him a nod, and he can see that I'm armed to the teeth. It's a true pleasure. My friend Asher has spoken highly of you.
My word! What a day to be graced in the presence with a Leonin.
Indeed. Friends from all over. If you're lucky, you'll meet my arch-fae friend.
Arch. My word. It's exquisite. What an
really
evening as he
dropping
leans over.
GTS.
Is he's kind of got his own little like shitty entourage. And you can tell it's just it's gossip, upper crust, just full on. In particular, his crew, they all have the tiered collars. That's what sticks out from them.
Yeah.
There are
Which
other
one's the
groups that
nephew,
invest.
The shitty nephew, there he is. It's like, my uncle's a part of the Fern and Folly Society. I'm going to the party tonight.
My dad totally owns a carriage shop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well my dad owns the stables to the carriage shop.
Yeah, but you can't bring your horses in the city.
Yeah, but you can't ride a carriage unless you really, really can.
Because you got a point, Earl.
All right, Kevin.
God, these two.
Well,
Well, wonderful
Can't wait-
children you have.
can't wait to be
It's like-
asked about Earl and Kevin's backstory in 10 minutes.
Dear Kevin.
Please do. We have a lengthy cocktail hour and a half before actual ceremonies begin. So enjoy yourself. Make new friends, acquaintances, a start of a long-lasting relationship.
Any you would recommend I get to know first?
He's gonna scan the room real quick and see if there's someone that you should see. I will make a roll to see if who he's looking for is here. If they're not.
Also, I can give a perception check, but like, I'm 99% sure I'm like am I the only like tiefling here? That one.
You are not the only tiefling here.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, you were not the only tiefling. Rare, the only red-skinned tiefling. But there are a mixture as far as the background goes. Yeah, it's pretty waspy up in there from upper crust. But there is in particular, you do see a good swath of like tiefling, satyr. There's even a minotaur that's here. There's a whole large section of Harengon that are kind of in a pack to themselves, set across the table. Lots of half elves, like a disproportionate amount of half elves. You can tell in particular, it's a lot of individuals with family lineage trying to connect back to an ancestor 5, 6, 7 generations ago.
Yeah.
And there's a good swath of what you can tell, and since you've been in the Fae long enough, you can see that there are some elves and some actual Eldrin that are here as well. The ones that have at least been born and raised there. But they appear to be much older. Definitely the bocce ball club of Fern and Folly. I'm trying to see. We invited all of the dukes for the coronation today, but I can't seem to.
In time, hour and a half is a long time. Lots of drinks and mixing will occur, I assume.
She hasn't been in town in quite some time, but we're happy to have her back. If I see Lyra, I promise I will extend that invitation and introduction.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Alex, you've been fantastic. I really appreciate it.
With a nat 1, Lyra is not coming. Damn it.
I just thought she was like literally standing next to him. I don't see her anywhere.
Anywhere.
Hi, I'm Lyra, darling. Cheers. It's like, what the
And Lyra is the daughter of one of the dukes that was assassinated inside of Man with the Diamond Eyes. She is she is part of the actual Flaming Fist and was on I guess you could say like on assignment outside the city, and has been brought back to fill her father's seat. So there are 2 right now inside the city, is governed by 2 military leaders and has open spots at the table. So you can understand a little bit why it's kind of harder to navigate around the city. It's very security based. It's like airport hell. Traffic in and out, everything is done to the T about what perspective is based on security and safety.
That tracks.
So, boss man, do you want us to get some appetizers for you?
Are you guys allowed to drink here?
I'm drinking.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, I think I could use a drink before anything, because a little bit out of my element here. This is a little bit much than what I'm used to, so I would.
What
yes.
you're used to?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Most of the parties I attended in the Feywild were not as uptight as this one. I mean, they're like ragers. They're just crazy. You don't remember it like an hour in. It's gone. It's just a blur. This is like formal, and there's like a procedure and a procession and probably a recession and then a post session. I don't even know if that's a thing, but
Just wait till these pieces of shit get drunk. You'll have your Feywild.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It all starts with pomp and circumstance and then descends into absolute madness.
I'm not gonna have to give like a speech or something, right? Like this isn't.
Yeah.
You mean you didn't prepare one?
No. No, I did
What were
not.
you doing sitting on your fancy chair the entire time we were parading you around?
Waving and smiling.
Asher, let's get you a drink and talk to you about
Yes.
speeches. It's literally 75% blowing their ego, 25% thanking them for letting you be here.
Yes. Yes, thank everyone. They feel very special if they hear their name.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Make sure to get all the tips from Prince Josiah. I'll go get the drinks. As he goes and grabs a couple of the dryads after the litter's been set down and heads over to the beer stand.
That
I
was
just
a
kind of like
little
look at Josiah awkwardly, like, ouch.
sharp. Are you feeling all right after that one? That hurt a bit.
It stung, but that's going to take time.
I could have my champion fighter take care of him. That was a joke,
Nope.
Josiah. I can't start a brawl in the middle of this party. If I joke to Aelun about it, he'll do it.
Yeah, he will. Just let me and Jen work out our shit on our own. Just
But meddling is so much more fun.
you know what, Gitzi,
Wait, Ashley.
I'm actually a doctorate in meddling. You didn't know that.
Speaking of
And at
speaking
this
of meddling,
point, I would leave that the fuck alone.
I think I think Josiah, I could use your former expertise. If you look around the room at all of the people, is there anyone that like strikes you from your past and dealing with nobles and things like that is like I should meet them? Probably.
I'll give it a look, but just understand that anybody you meet here, you grant as equals. You don't bow.
Oh, okay. I kind of panicked. I didn't know what to do. So
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
These cocktails are righteous. It's like I've been to one of those tiki parties before. Oh my god, everything tastes like peach and nectarine. Gitzi, you're gonna love these.
Do they have mango?
They do. I got a honeydew melon one, and they have a cantaloupe.
Oh, yes. I'll take 3 of each.
do they have any strawberry kiwi?
Like enough.
Okay, let me go see. And he's gonna come back about 5 minutes later with a whole half of one of those mangoes for you, Gitzi, with the drink poured in. It's essentially the college fish bowl.
I love fish. This is perfect. Look! She'll hold it up and kind of see herself through it. Kind of in that comic sort of way when you hold your head up, your face takes the shape of those objects. It's like a really round, glassy look to her head.
With everyone getting their tiki drinks of choice, there's actually a limited edition coronation cup that has a scenery of you painted on it, Asher. And it's staring back out as you look. It's just your back turned, and it looks like the classic Final Fantasy video game cover as you're staring out into the Feywild, looking out, and it's like Fern and Folly, fellow coronation 2022. Asher. I almost called you Asher Mir. I'm so sorry. It said in my... I don't even know what your real last name is.
How many times I've told you, apprentice? Please kill these things faster.
I hate you, Destiny, for creeping
It's
into my
just
mind.
Asher.
Asher.
I take my drink. Josiah, you notice anyone?
Oh.
Anyone that sticks out?
I apologize.
Maybe someone you recognize?
My fellow. I'm not going to recognize anybody here, but
Yeah, step to it.
if
Can
you
I?
look, if you look at what they're wearing, it'll give most of them away. As I'm glaring at you out of one eye and trying to look around the room with the other as you keep interrupting me.
I was kind of hoping I could use my familiarity with metal to help determine if there were any precious metals that would indicate status to help out my liege. I could roll maybe like, I don't know, not a history check.
Probably a
'cause that's
lot of
-1.
precious metal and gems at this party.
But not all are made equal. Some
True.
are more precious than
True.
others. So like, if I say like, oh, that's way more special than the other one. In real life, I also know nothing about special metals, so I'm gonna be real BS in here. That blue is way prettier than that red. I don't know.
Thank you. as you're staring back at a half orc with two very, very jeweled teeth that come up, rocking that grill, has a large sapphire pendant. Looks to be in their about their mid-20s, but she's 7'1", just like straight up has that Adonis Olympic build. Thank you.
Yes. No. My liege has quite an eye for such things as well, and she'll gesture over to Asher on that end. Come take a look, good sir.
What? Oh. Hello. As I like stare up at this individual. Wonderful to meet you. Quite the party, is it not?
Pleasure to meet you as well. As Uta extends her hand down.
This could go real bad, but I'd take it and just give it a kiss, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm like, I like pause and like,
do you take your fedora off?
I look for Jinrid and he's not back yet, and I'm like panicked, and and I just go and I kiss it, and as soon as I kiss it, I'm like, what am I doing? We're equals. And then I'm just like, I tap it. I'm like, oh, it's so good to meet you. I am Asher, the fellow.
So it looks like you sniff it instead, so you don't kiss it. You just you get close to it.
I panic.
Oh, I want you to roll performance. Super disadvantage.
That's the other side of the keyboard.
Yeah.
And then one more roll.
Oh, no.
7. It's not the worst it could be, but
considering it's you, 100%.
We're gonna make a good old fashioned wisdom saving throw for this reaction. She just starts laughing uncontrollably. She leans over. Don't worry. No one knows what they're doing here. To be honest, I'm some of the newest money in this entire place. It's completely full of bullshit and fuckery. But please, don't try to sniff anyone else's hand.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was not supposed to be. I panicked at the last minute. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I noticed. It's flattering.
Oh, what? Okay. I appreciate the kind words. What is your name?
My name is Uta.
Uta. Well, I am Asher.
She holds up the commemoration cup.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know. But it's a pleasure to meet you, Uta. Uta, right?
Uta. The pleasure was mine. If you want to sneak away and play sport, it would be my pleasure. And she points over. There's actually a horseshoe pit in this joint down below.
You want to play sport? You said new money. What do you do for a living?
She's actually already rolled off of you.
Okay, all right. This is going well.
You turn up to speak and she's shouldered off, and you can see there are 3 silver horseshoes that are like attached, almost sheathed like on the side.
She's here for the horseshoes. Probably made all of her money gambling. Just like take a big ol' swig of my drink. Okay, all right, this is going well. I am horrible at this. I should not be here. This is not good. What am I doing? Okay.
As you get bumped into by the side. Just how many times have you been poked and prodded? As another tiefling looks over at you, this time clearly a very, very translucent blue, short, high and tight hair that comes back to almost like a Viking braid that goes in between the two almost antelope-like horns that go up from the front, and very piercing light emerald green eyes.
Not too bad so far. And who might you be?
My name is Severin. Nice to meet you. As he sips a very, very small non-coronation glass where you can see it's just a solid, nice glacier rock and some fine spirits. They have a habit of staring sometimes.
Oh, are you a fellow? A former fellow?
You'll get used to all the silly decorations over time. And he points down to his the robes that he's currently wearing as well. I've been here for quite some time.
Oh. Well,
Longer than I like, but the booze is good and the work is easy. About 77 years, fellow, so far.
77 years, wow. That is a long time. Any
time flies when you're getting drunk. As he just pulls back and gets a large hit of that bourbon.
Any advice for the new guy?
Don't be a bitch and say yes to everything. Everyone already does that. Show some conviction. Stir shit up. They're gonna ask everything of you. You're the one who has the keys, not them.
Got it.
Don't let them touch your fucking horns. That shit is rude. And he spins off.
Touch your horn? What the? I like touch my own horns. What the? Okay. Okay. All right. This is going swimmingly. That's very well. Guess I'll just go walk. I just like start walking around the party. I'm just strolling. I'm not like, I like try to like interject into like a conversation or two, but like I'm just too like I can't. So I just like stop for a moment and like listen and see if they notice, and if they don't, I just keep moving like I was moving all along. You know, I'm just kind of like.
And, you know, as you go, you get pulled into small conversation after small conversation of unrecognizable small talk with the same, you know, elderly couple that introduces you to said daughter or son over and over again.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, any of those daughters, you know, looking good. You know, any of those sons looking good. You know, what are we playing with here? No,
they're like 8 and 9.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's it's not. Never mind.
No, there are. It's a good looking group. There's a lot of good looking people. But there is there's no children at the Fern and Folly Society.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It didn't seem like there was a children. You know, it's like everyone.
I only try to keep the children in the orphanages when you cast Fireball. That's about the only time there's children in the campaign.
Wow. Wow. All right. Well,
And
just
then
burn it all into the ground.
Parents' dead bodies.
Thanks for that, Mudcat. Appreciate you. After about like 30 minutes, I find probably like Jinrid or Josiah or anybody. I find anybody. If you're
hold
together,
on,
I find
hold on.
you all.
You're off doing your own thing. What are you guys doing?
Oh, okay.
I'm a couple step behind Asher the whole time. Just maintaining distance.
Aelun comes back from the food table with a pig snout in his hand. He ripped off the face of the pig and is just chomping on it. And I'm just gonna find wherever Gitzi or whoever else I know is around, and I'm gonna sit down cross-legged on the floor eating this pig snout. Did you see there was an orc with the some shiny teeth. Did you see this?
No, not right now. Gitzi is eyeing everyone, mango drink in hand, maybe third mango drink in hand.
She's
at
lit.
this point, and very loudly judging all of the metal work that she sees. That's made well. That's fake. That's also fake. I can do better than that. My nephew can do better than that. Like loudly grading things and not being very favorable for the most part. You know, naturally, as one does in such a graceful society.
In particular, there's one large cloud giant standing near you at the cocktail party, seeing you all devour these hors d'oeuvres, whispers kind of under her breath. The two or other three cloud giants that are there, savages. As she walks away.
That's fair.
Man, huh? Cloud giant. Okay.
And this song?
Had to put an Easter egg in.
Hate you.
GTO, GOSTPSD.
Seriously?
As I bump back into Asher, fumbling through the crowd, you're currently talking to someone with a large nose, short halfling, about 3 foot tall, Redrick Rybar. He's been complaining about the cost of goods and services going up since the port and closure of the Basilisk Gate. It's that classic conversation you didn't want to have when you went back home for Christmas.
Yep.
With Roderick. You haven't even seen the rest of the government here. He's kind of got the greasy hair that's pulled back. And I tried to give you a little bump and run. Hey, big guy, it's been about an hour so far. You
excuse me, Roderick. Yes, those dang officials down by the docks. I completely understand. You know, I'll talk to my people and I'll see what I can do. But you just enjoy the drink. I have to go.
Yeah, thank you.
I just as we're walking away. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I only have to meet another. The conversations. These people have the weirdest. It's not hey, what's new? How's it going? What what are you doing? It's the weirdest things, and everybody complains. That's all they do is complain. They're complaining about someone, or they're complaining about another person here. But then the other person could walk up and they'd be like, "Oh, Charles, my dear, it's so good to see you." And I'm just so confused because I'm a second ago you were like, "Screw Charles," and I don't understand what's happening. And also, why is there 4 Charles here? There's 4 of them. I got confused. I accidentally mixed up one Charles with another Charles. One is in the woodworking industry, and the other one owns a bunch of fishing boats.
Wait till you start meeting the families that all go by their last name.
People do that?
Welcome to money, Asher.
Oh,
you
goodness.
Sweet summer child.
Oh, I don't know how much longer I could take this. We're almost done, right? Isn't this almost over? It's an hour and a half and then we're out of here.
This is the cocktail party. It's gonna get worse, buddy.
No. I still don't even know what I'm gonna say. What am I supposed to say?
It's like anything else. Match the energy of the room. If you're excited, they'll be excited. They don't know what to expect. These people have never been to the Fae. They're paying all the money. They've harvested from all over the world to sit here and get some sort of slice of a place that they've never been. Humor them. The most basic shit you've done is cooler than what they've ever done.
Got it. I think I can do that, maybe.
Yeah, and if you gotta bullshit, act as if.
Okay, I think I can do that, maybe. Have you seen the others?
I take a long pull of my drink. No, there's a lot of interesting people here too.
Did you see giants earlier? I'm pretty sure I saw some giants.
Yeah, they're the easy ones to spot, actually.
Yeah, well, I guess they do kind of stick out. I hope Aelun is not getting into trouble, and I hope Gitzi found some food, or otherwise there will be trouble.
It's a party. There's gonna be trouble.
Yeah,
Don't worry
true.
about it. Hey, we'll be fine. We'll get you through all the awkwardness, and then we'll go on an adventure and get paid for it.
Well, yeah, I just don't want to screw it up before then, because it sounds like a lot of money, and I know we could use money.
You're getting nervous for no reason. You'll be fine. You need another drink? Take the edge off?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Where is Josiah? And I turn around and he's like right behind me. Oh, gosh. Where have you been all night?
Right behind you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. What? You couldn't have jumped in at any point and helped?
It's not my place.
You've really been behind me the whole time?
Yeah.
I underestimated the sneakiness.
You know, it's the pads on the feet.
Guess that's why you're my main confidant, right?
Yeah, exactly. You having fun?
Fun is a word that describes feelings. It's okay, I guess. I'm trying to make... I've realized I can't make meaningful connections here. Everyone just, doesn't care about anything. I'm, trying to, stand out and, help us in the future, and, everybody's just whatever about everything.
As I put one hand on both shoulders of Asher. Welcome to high society. These people are only looking out for one. That's themselves. They're looking to lie whoever they can to benefit that one person. And you're fresh meat on the market.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Just remember, you hold the power here. You're the one tonight. So strut with it. It's one thing I haven't seen you do tonight. And I know it might feel a little awkward, but just feel yourself. Lay it out there.
Don't feel yourself too hard. Jinrid cracks up. I'm gonna get a couple more of those elk tongue Rubens.
Elk? Oh. Sounds really good.
I come back with the half tray. What? Gitzi's doing it?
Huh?
Gitzi,
I guess.
what does your pile look back at your table? At this point, a full hour, 15 minutes in.
There are an equal number of full serving plates to martini glasses.
Yes! Gitzi, my girl!
I want you to roll a 1d6 plus 1.
Oh gosh. That's gonna go well for me.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. It is a 2.
You officially have another helper on your side, still the young man who's been running you things the entire party, but he's also got one of his friends now bringing you whatever you want. So you've been making the least amount of steps possible, but they're hunting for that one last hors d'oeuvre tray that you haven't had, and it's some sort of toasted brie and poached pear, and they're still on the lookout for it and haven't found it. Yeah,
I feel like I'm gaining power. This is how I'm establishing dominance in this space. And soon I will have all the servers bringing me food. That is my goal.
Music begins picking up. And you can see there's a certain sway and step
There's no dancing.
as the pomp and circumstance all begin to take their orderly positions marked out. As you guys look down, you can see it looks like a bougie ass wedding from Southland magazine.
Everybody lining up to do the gator?
Not yet.
designated tables. Am I at the head of the table?
And yeah, you're looking across way back at that massive bulb. You can see that the stage is set over by it with it in the backdrop. And then you realize, oh God, the balcony actually extends down and goes. So there's a main stage, and then there's our table, which is the balcony that's up above it that projects out to all. Super awkward.
God.
Because there are people that are standing up top and gathered around the cocktail tables. You can tell it seems to skew much younger. And then down below on the floor are the entrenched OGs of the country club. And it's funny, the closer you get to the stage, the more that you see spines curve and lurch forward.
Yep.
Lot of old folks.
Jeez. Yep.
Jeez.
Anything you want to do before you have to head back to your main table?
I don't really have any any thought. I'm like, right now I think Asher's just trying to think about what he's gonna say if he has to make a speech. So I think he's probably just thinking about that and having a cocktail and making his way towards what he assumes to be is his table at the top front in front of everyone, and hopes that there's like other places for his like entourage to sit, or if it's just him. Like
as you make your way over to the floating balcony that we have there, you can see that they have secured seats for your entire team that are there. Alex Verisan has a table, and it looks like the entire board is sitting on like wings on either side of you. And you can see the familiar faces that you saw when you first traveled here from the Dream Realm, and you're putting it together. Okay, this is Alex Verisan and the rest of the board that you met that fateful day. And you actually see there's a small marking for Bill, even though he's not there. Somebody's gonna run this shit.
Yeah. Bless you, Bill. One day I'll meet you.
That's that elusive nat 20 that you got to roll here.
Yep.
It's gonna be
I will go and take my seat at the table.
That was fitting. Everyone else following suit?
Yep.
Sure.
As you begin to hear the small trumpets rain out and the very artificial fireflies. You can tell it's like cheap magic, you know? It's like cheap street magic. When you guys have been out enough, you guys know the difference. Like, it's a little bit more see-through than usual, but you know, for the common eye, it's practical and gets the job done. But like, you guys can clearly see, like, that's not a live firefly. Like, it's more
magic.
It's like it's like knowing that Gandalf like in Lord of the Rings is creating firework images. It's not a real dragon. Like, that's the disparity of the difference, you know. But everyone else, you can see small children are out there like hopping, or well, no, there's not children here, but never mind. There's not small children going there and grabbing at my cocktail party. I'll retcon the shit out of that. And you see the last stragglers begin to file in, and you're looking out. Now it's starting to get where it's just all of these eyeballs staring back at you. So much white and gold and green. This homogenized crowd all staring back at you. And that's when Alex Verisan slides up to you as he combs his hair all the way over to one side and straightens his collar. How we feeling there, big guy?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm have to do a speech, right?
Well, of course you're gonna have to say a few words. Don't
Few words.
worry. You'll be fine.
Right. And is this the board? Is that what this is what this is called?
You could say that.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm.
Oh, you've read your pamphlets, haven't you?
Yes.
Roll.
Yes. I did read through it. 22.
Did you read through it? I thought you didn't. I didn't think you read through the actual pamphlet.
I read through it, but I didn't thoroughly read through it. I was just kind
Bitch,
of
roll that
perusing.
deception. Look at you. Hey, roll deception on top of your trying to deceive me.
The history was just to see if I could remember any of this shit.
Oh, yeah. Why I oughta.
Aelun probably read more detail than I did.
Who hasn't crammed the night before a test? That's exactly what this was.
God, why didn't I take the keen mind feat?
Oh. Well, good. Then you'll know your do's and don'ts.
Yep, I will.
Fantastic.
Just as a side note, I let someone borrow my previous pamphlet. You wouldn't happen to have another one on you, would you?
Nope, it's go time. As he
okay.
puts his hand on your shoulder and walks forward, as you can see, to very clearly magical, ethereal, like little cherub fairies float up with a small arcane microphone up to the front. Welcome, everyone, to the coronation of the new fellow, our dear friend, Asha. You can hear it rains out, and the applause as everyone's standing and whistling, and there's little trumpets.
I wave.
I love it. Froze right on your wave.
Yep. It's just doing that a lot right now. I don't know. like Asher's raising up.
And you can see when you stand up, and yeah, you'll enjoy this radio. It's like going back to a lodge meeting for the first time in a couple of years, and all of a sudden you're people are doing things and they stand up and there's hand signals and gestures. I need you to give me a performance check.
Me?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh!
And I can see it, and I can see it, and I can see it, and I can see it.
Hey, it's a Feywild.
I don't know how you did it, but you made all the signs on that one.
You know what? You don't know what's going on at first, but then immediately you just go into the Macarena, like 100%. And everyone else in the audience questions what they're doing, and they begin doing the Macarena after you. I've never. As he leans over, I've never seen anything like this. You're making him roll a performance check on your Macarena.
It's time to be a trendsetter.
Ooh.
Now he's getting down with
Well,
it
he's
back.
nice about it. He fixed it up quick.
He goes, these hips don't lie.
Easy, Shakira.
You do your dance in front for quite some time, captivating. It's like the opposite of Ninja on New Year's Eve.
That's like 3 years ago, bro.
I end with like 2 like snaps and these like gold and white and green just like sparks just like fly up a little bit, like just trying to induce some like small fey magic.
It is like it's already started to get raucous. The like now there was this sense of like, oh, okay, we're starting to get more formal, but now it's getting Gatsby. It is getting Gatsby very quick. Oh, what an absolute stunning start to a coronation. I don't think we've ever seen something like that before. But once again, it's not every day that you're in the presence of literally an archfey.
Oh God, no. Oh no.
And you can see the billing, and you're like, oh my God, they have been selling you 100%. I need everybody in the party to roll perception checks. DC 17.
Just sight.
Yeah, just sight on this. You got hearing. I'll let you might hear some people talking about it. That would be very Aelun.
Man rolls a 4 and gets a 17. All right.
Boss level.
Got that plus 13.
I mean, Gitzi, it's okay.
Damn.
Like your boys over there, they have been hustling on getting you a fresh new melon the entire time, and you got your priorities straight.
Yep, I'm good. Those little smokies, that's my goal. There are some things more important than Asher in life, and those are mini hot dogs.
Silence, wench. No, I'm just kidding.
Fair.
We during the course of either going to the restroom or out and about, we've actually seen the like billing for this in the parchment. And a matter of fact, for the 26th, Josiah, you've actually procured one of the letters that has been sent out that got left. Someone with their actual initial offering. 10,000 gold ahead tonight per person.
It's amazing what you can find on top of the urinal.
A matter of fact, Josiah, with a 26, there's an actual check inside there. Now, it's not the money, there's a check. And you can see it says Balfrost is the name on it. And you can see it's a very Art Deco looking design, like a classic local check with the faded off-white background and just Art Deco font across all of it. And it's signed Balfrost, Balefrost.
Clearly created on Canva in 5 minutes.
That's all you need.
Sawyer, and Sawyer. Okay. Good job, Gitzi.
They have nice templates. I need to get an affiliate code. I'm sure you all how to make a business card.
As Alex Verisan finishes up beginning processional and general meeting notes. But please, I should not take up the rest of your time. Tonight is not about the Fern and Folly Society. Tonight is about a special chance to converse with none other than our new fellow, Arch of the Fae, Asher. And it cracks and confetti drops. Standing ovation from even the old timers that take a second to get up to their feet. Yes.
I'm just thinking to myself, oh, Chiquios, I hope you're hearing and can help brother out. As I'm just like waving to everyone, like, oh boy, time to wow the crowd.
Do you try to reach out?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am like thinking, I'm like, hey, Chiquios, I know you're checking in a lot, and I'm pretty sure you're laughing your ass off at this entire evening. But if you're there and want to give me a little bit of a little edge here, that would be really appreciated.
Roll your spell attack.
Let's go.
Because you know Chiquios is just laughing his ass off at all of this somewhere in the face.
Somewhere between drunk and receiving messages right now.
21.
21. Noted on your first call out at the beginning of your speech as the music stops.
It's uncomfortable.
I like look at Alex. No. No.
Yes, no.
Right. And I will I will cast thaumaturgy to make my voice boom louder. Greetings, and it's just like too loud, and I'm like, sorry. Tone it down a little bit, but still projecting my voice out. Thank you all for your wonderful greetings. It's been quite a festive evening, and I want to thank the entire coronation here for their generosity and kindness. I mean, what a beautiful place filled with beautiful people. As I pause for applause. It's like hoping people clap.
No one claps. I need you to a performance check to find out how long they hold this.
Can Gitzi clap?
Oh, 100%. Oh,
Drunkenly, but yes, in the very far back room.
Just one person.
You and me, Gitzi, we're putting those paws together.
Yes.
Hey, when you do, it kind of nudges everyone else to kind of go along with it as well. And so then it's okay. You have the crowd. They're there. They haven't left you behind.
Yes.
Well, I could see that everybody here comes from a bit of a different place, and I've been known to be a comedian of sorts at times when I need to be. So let me just give myself a hand, and I will cast Arcane Hand and lift myself up in the air to the center of the room.
You cast Bigsby?
Arcane Hand. It's like the same thing, I think.
What is he talking about? He's not funny at all.
You create a large hand, I believe it's the same thing.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Yeah, so I will have it like lift me up and raise me to the center of the room, and then like lower me a bit just so like everybody can still see me, but I'm like, okay, my words ain't gonna do it, so they're expecting an arch face, so I'm trying to wow them with some magic.
Do you want us to start singing Josh Groban? You raise me up.
You raise me up so I can stand on hands.
Go ahead.
You wanted a show, right?
Go ahead and give me I'll let you roll your spell attack on this.
20.
Gorgeous. Perfect timing. You lift yourself up in the palm of that hand. The entire audience is just as the silence sets back on them.
It is truly an honor to be among you. I find each and every one of you different and fascinating in your own right. And trust me, I know different and fascinating coming from the Feywild. You've never partied with a bunch of satyrs, Bill. I know you're over there. Not that Bill. Everyone knows that Bill, but I'm talking about Bill and his buddy Bob. Hey guys, and I waved to the satyr group over in the corner that I was like totally the only one comfortable with like the entire evening.
They appreciate your face shout out. They're all over here like, "Rrr." They got a huge like bugle. They actually have a cornucopia. They have a horn of plenty next to them. Oh.
Yeah, someone get them some more drinks, please. Thanks.
You get a solid dad laugh out of the crowd.
Yeah. That's all I want. That's all I need. And this is a good opportunity for myself, and I am incredibly honored to be a part of the Fern and Folly Society, and excited for the fruitful endeavors that I will partake in, traveling to and from the Feywilds, and perhaps, depending on the work and friendships we build here, I could take some of you sometime, because I know that's what everybody really wants.
Oh. Alex Verisan steps up back. Please don't make any guarantees of access to the Fae.
That's why I said it was a possibility, Alex, not a guarantee.
Oh, he's
that,
dying.
Of course, it's not a guarantee.
He's dying.
as I turn and say, that is not a guarantee.
You've just...
Because as you know, the Feywild could be very dangerous.
There's an older gentleman in the front. 50,000 gold to be the first one.
Oh my god!
I'll bid all of you fuckers here. Just sits down next to his wine bottle, kind of shudders into the table. No guarantees, please.
Of course not. As I start to lower down now to like the old dog, you know, the OG of the Fern and Folly, and just gently step off of my hand to the ground. I believe this will be a great endeavor, and we will accomplish much together, for there is much that I wish to show you and much that I wish to learn. But I'm sure everybody here wants to get back to the merriment and the drinking and the party, and I heard that where's Deborah? I heard you're quite the dancer. As I just like point over to the one old lady over there that's just like, yeah. It's just
first dance. I told you, first dance.
Of course. But with that, let's get back to the merriment, shall we? Where's that music? And then as I turn around, I cast Dimension Door, and I open the door and walk and just back up to the top where I was before.
As you bamp yourself up to the top, Alex Verazan kind of gives you a just a nod. You've done well, but you immediately look out to the rest of the audience, and that's when you see everyone else pull out a small mask on a stick, very New Orleans style. And you can see everyone quickly rocking their own fursona inside the party as the lights begin to dip down and the music does begin to crash in. Full on costume change of an entire party. Robes are off. Gone. Now setting the scene of a very, very toga-like party. There is more skin than is what Asher is probably comfortable with immediately, as 4 servants come over to our table to collect.
Oh, Deborah, I didn't know you were going to be wearing that when you asked to dance. Oh, God. It's just, oh, gods be praised. Oh, yeah, you need,
And you see them setting up a small parchment changing station back behind. And Alex Verisan looks back over at you. You read the pamphlet, didn't you?
Of course I read the pamphlet. It's what that history check was for.
Because he leads you back.
Something about furry something or other.
As you're led back behind the parchment, and you can see there's a small team. About 5 or 6 ladies and one very, very OG seamstress. Strip down to your skivvies.
I'm sorry, what?
And without a moment's notice, they begin modifying your outfit around you as they begin building a costume around you with fey flowers, an entire construct of you being built out of just extravagant proportions.
I'm just gonna be walking around the whole party like this, just can't move. Oh boy.
Luckily, the rest of the party, since we're on security detail, we're safe.
Oh, thank God.
Though they do come
You're
over.
already walking around in a bit of a costume. Come on.
We do get some sweet, like whatever described like party favor hat that you want. Like we definitely get like Druid-Craft like crowns or like modifications to whatever we want. And everything is built around this crimson bulb that the knight and the first mission is about. And while there aren't crimson bulbs in any of the actual costumes, there are a lot of red and magenta colored flowers that go along with its color scheme that are there. Because it would not be proper to decorate with such a rare, unique fey flower. Asher, I want you to describe what your Druid-Crafted Toga looks like when you step out from back behind the parchment.
Oh boy. It is gold trimmed around the neck and the shoulders and the arm, or like the, you know, like the edges of it are all like this nice like gold trim. But all of the flowers are of a like, it's almost like from top or from bottom to top, it almost looks like a flame as the flowers change from like a deep dark red, and then they kind of transition up towards the top where it's like this almost like the very tip top is almost white, but it's like a slight like cream color, and in the middle is the orange and the yellows, and it's almost like he's just one walking flame of this like beautiful flower arrangement. But there's at the center there's almost like this like stem that almost like looks like branches and like vines like kind of interwoven throughout the entirety of it. It's very gaudy and unnecessary.
Fucking dope.
And not Asher's idea, but this is what the seamstress has done. It's like Katniss Everdeen when it's like, I'm gonna make you fabulous, and it's like, what the hell's happening? Like he's like, I look ridiculous, but also it looks really, really nice, but like super gaudy.
I'm there for it. As this party descends into drunken debauchery, the lights finally coming down low, and a difference, no longer twilight, but a ethereal like darkness sets over the entire party. Anyone that wants to be doing anything during this dance and general celebration, now is the time to let me know.
Awesome.
Definitely getting a scope of the flora and fauna in this building. Just looking down on all of it.
Go ahead and roll just a general perception check. Just kind of scanning.
$26.
26. There's some exotic shit in this room. Even for an old pirate, there's a fair amount of shit you don't know inside this room. And if people knew what was inside this room, they'd want to take it. And that $10,000 ticket to get in here starts to make a lot more sense. This is a whole different kind of cartel that you're dealing with here.
Oh, yeah.
These are goods that you can't just ask for. These take long-term investment in individuals skilled enough to be able to procure them. And that price tag that you have on your first mission, you're already starting to think you got screwed on.
You're so undervalued right now.
But just as you do, boom, you get bust through with Bowie the Displacer Beast as you're looking down at one of them as it barrels into you.
No, you didn't.
It is the happiest little zoomy Displacer Beast of all time. It's had the zooms for like the last 2 hours. Can't get over how many new smells and how many people are here. And it's been getting all the scruffs and good pets.
Oh, me and Bowie are going to have a little bit of a play right now. I'm going to hop down on all fours and give him a little headbutt and give him that wide-eyed look like, you want to do this?
And you get close and you're like, oh my God, this Displacer Beast head is bigger than mine. It's big old paws that rest up and it just leaning on you. You need to make a strength saving throw. Bowie's already grown a little bit.
No, don't grow up, Bowie. Stay your little size.
Oh, 25. Oh, yeah, you shift and lean into it. Anybody else that's around can see Bowie and you can come over and give him all the pets.
Sure. I'll actually hop over and... Well, goodness. I'd like to cast Speak with Animals. Well, why not? I'm not talking to anyone else at this party except for Bowie, which
And
is
you're kind of drunk.
More of me than Gitzi in a real party, because I'd much rather talk to anyone's pets than probably their people at the party, but we're gonna play this out anyway.
Oh, right into there. Right under there. Got his chin lifted all the way up. Right there.
Did you have fun at the party?
His eyes get really wide. You don't think that I can speak? Everyone else can hear it. I know Common. They've taught me all of it.
Oh, well, that was very unnecessary for me to use a spell slot then. Thank you.
I mean, I used a 5th and a 4 for my speech.
Yeah.
So if we go into combat, we're screwed. Because, yeah.
I haven't always been able to speak, though.
Oh, did they teach you when you were young?
Since I got here. Yeah.
Was
Oh. He leans over to Josiah. He's thumping his leg a little bit and wants that hind quarter. Yeah.
It's going to go down for that. Get Scratch. You want an itch? You could have just asked me for it. I mean, you're cute as hell. I mean, you play it into it.
And then you hear a voice inside your head, Gitzi.
Oh no.
Aren't they a bunch of suckers? I could scratch with any of these displacers, as he begins telepathically communicating with you.
I'll respond as such. Can I just think it and he can hear it as well? Like
Yes.
I don't have
Yep.
to say it out loud.
No, you don't have to say it.
Okay.
You could probably get away with eating any of their food as well.
He leans down with one of his long displacers, and you can see he's got mini tacos in it.
I'm sorry, what? Have you been holding back on us?
And then you can see the other one is the baked brie with the bourbon poached pears in one of the other ones.
A dog that serves food?
I've been stealing snacks all night.
Well, you should have brought me some. I haven't had any of those mini tacos.
We hadn't met yet.
Well, you should have sought me out. I have a clear and distinct smell. Very easy to find. You can tell I'm a person who just is a connoisseur of good food. Now bring one over here, please.
I've never seen a turtle before.
And now you have. Here, come.
You have such a shiny shell.
Well, not all turtles have the shiny shell. That's a special Gitzi thing.
And she'll boop him on the nose.
Oh, you booped the floof. Yes.
Must, as one must.
Stun locked. 100%. The boop, he's actually literally D&D stunned. He's compelled to just stare.
Is this for Bowie in particular or all displacer dogs?
This is anytime you boop the snoot of a willing participant in my campaign, that's a full-on stun lock. It's just got his smile on his face, tilts his head just a little bit.
Next time we fight our big bad, I'm just gonna walk up to him. You're so adorable.
He said willing participant.
I don't know what they're into. You might be like, that was my one weakness. I've never been booped before.
Son of a bitch.
Aelun, what are you doing while this is going on?
Oh, let me tell you. I am under the assumption that these people dancing are practicing some sort of ancient martial art, and I am mirroring their steps as if I'm learning some sort of fighting style.
The satyrs have come over, have gotten right drunk with you, and they're down for this martial arts exposition. 100%. They're all about it.
Left foot slide, right foot stomp 3 times. Take it back.
It's
One hop this time.
it's the equivalent of the drunk guy at the resort leading water aerobics in the morning.
I'm like taking really serious mental notes though about how this works. As I'm just standing behind someone, kind of mirroring their steps.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
And the really shitty part about this party is everyone is masked up. So everyone that you did just meet earlier, it's like, shit. Ugh, I can't remember you. I just met your face. Everything gets a little bit more difficult. And the booze begins to set in. And then you see a procession of complete and utter men, women, and all in between, single file walking in their birthday suits towards the coronation front. And we'll pick up there after you guys take your first break.
Absolutely not.
Or will we?
Oh no. If I don't sit back down at the table, you know why.
Sex cult. It's always a sex cult. Fucking Macarena. Can you believe that? Dude rolled the performance check of his life in front of the audience. He can do no wrong. He can do no wrong here. Love it. You guys enjoying the Fern and Folly Society? Rolls the nat one afterwards. So much spice. Good old-fashioned high society. Appreciate all the love out there, y'all. Appreciate all the new folks that are hanging out with us for the first time. Thanks for all the kind comments. Dude, these maps, man, Sizu and Piku, greatest maps in D&D. Can't stress their Patreon enough. So good. They do so many variations. Oh, I appreciate that. There's been a lot of people that have come out of Lurk today. Yeah, if you guys want a Patreon that's worth its weight in gold, theirs is it. They make some of the most gorgeous maps on the planet. Night night, Fox. Oh, you got oh, you got the same one too? I thought you look at there. Bash Bros. Or no, you got the nicer version. You got the white strings. Damn you.
Don't curse me. Don't curse me because I got the white strings. Oh shit, I forgot my beer. Hold on.
What were you doing?
Dude, you have no idea the stack of hoodies I have in this garage. Sound dampening. It's all over the walls. I just gotta find the right one.
I had to grab another Voodoo Ranger.
Attaboy.
Dude, loading up number 3 in the chamber right now. Let's go.
Gotta get the voodoo for the sex cult.
100%. Now I know how Tom Cruise felt.
Never thought I would, but I might cast Fireball.
It's not Fireball you're gonna cast. It's another ball.
Melon ball. From Boone's Farm.
Dude, I haven't had a melon ball in so long. Back when I was in high school and I thought that was cool.
Since the last time I went to the Fae, man.
Truth. Oh, some of the things they read. Oh, that got my funny bone tickled right there. This party did not go the way I thought it was going to go, honestly.
What were you expecting?
I honestly, we'll talk about it after stream. If you want to, if you want to add that to,
there's still time.
If you want to add
there's
that
still
to
time.
Prediction to happen.
Hey.
Yeah. Adam and I were like, this is the way it's gonna go.
On a side note, I ordered me some really comfortable, nice
Crocs
house slippers. They're like super cushy and like warm, and they're amazing.
Minnetonka's amazing, comfortable, non-sweaty.
Dude, I got Minnetonka's one Christmas. The size too small.
Oh, the pain, the pain.
What were they thinking? I've been a 13 for years.
Literally since junior high.
Well, I mean, that is for all you 13 and above shoe folks out there. I feel your pain. All socks come up like size 9 through 12. What do you think a size socks 9 through 12 is going to do for me, bro? That median doesn't even come close to where I'm at. I lived for years with the most uncomfortable socks until I was like, I'm ordering extended size socks, okay?
Yes. Yes. Those are gorgeous. Way to go. This is the way.
Oh shit, I gotta get my bearings. Be right back.
Go, go, go.
13W, 13E. That's what I am.
High
Well,
five.
this has been an interesting party so
You wear
far.
a size 13 shoe? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, 13E.
Really?
Cap's a 13 as well. Lockie's a 13W.
What the front door?
I would never have thought that you wore a size 13 shoe.
I know. For such a small package, I have a big foot.
I have giant feet, dude. I wear like a 10 and a half.
I can fit into the large size of children's shoes.
Would you like me to send you some of QP's? Because
Sure.
we're cycling through the next round, and if you need some, let me know.
Yeah, they hold up well. They're great quality.
Yeah, I'm like 10 and a half.
Yeah, I'm the only 5'9" person that has a size 13E foot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just like, I thought you were like 5'9". I'm like, you're like the same height as my dad. I'm like, that's so weird.
Yep. I blame my father for that.
Thought
You
were-
trip a lot.
Size 13 at
I
5'9",
did.
that's crazy.
I did up until about junior high when I started to realize that my feet are fucking huge.
Does that make
Sorry.
you fast or slow?
Slow. 100% slow.
Didn't know if you get that extra springboard off the.
Nah. The springboard comes in the belly, and that's just kinetic motion. And most of it travels up and down and not forward.
I just would think like you're in like the early stages of like junior high, and your parents are like, "Oh, he's gonna be an athlete because he's gonna be massive. Look at the size of his feet. It's gonna be great." And then it's like, I'm just this tall forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
I locked into video games, and that's where I kind of stayed my entire existence.
It's a good existence, though.
I mean, I did wrestle in high school, but outside of that, there wasn't a lot there.
Wrestling, it's good to be short in wrestling, right? Like low center of gravity. You just
Oh
have to
my
have
God,
longer
dude.
arms.
Wrestling as a heavyweight with a low center of gravity, I upset some people.
See? Exactly.
My coach will still call me on my birthday and remind me of the time I defeated the state champion from San Clemente with a fireman's carry and pinned him in a minute and 45 seconds.
A minute
He'll
45.
remember
This on Radio's birthday. Congratulate him for the time that he beat the state champion in a minute 45 with the firefighter.
Fireman's carry. He'll remind me of the exact time on my birthday. I guarantee. When that phone rings at whatever time it happens, he'll go through the entire speech of how I was the underdog, how I wasn't supposed to win, how I upset the entire apple cart.
Everyone's upset. Who invited this kid?
Who let the fat kid who likes playing video games in on the wrestling match?
I don't know, but now that I know your feet are so big, I don't know that when the next time I see you, I'm gonna be able to notice anything but that.
I mean,
I'm just gonna not be able to not stare at your feet.
look at those feet. Those feet are amazing.
you can subscribe to my Patreon, Mang Feet.
Dude, you could probably sell some serious feet pics then.
I mean, my hands are really my best feature, but I mean, my feet aren't bad.
Just telling you, make money whatever way you want.
What you're saying is make money, mother.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
As one.
Yep.
These are the options.
You ever wear clown shoes just for fun?
What was that?
You wear clown shoes just for fun?
No, my shoes are big enough as they are. I don't need clown shoes.
Really emphasize it.
Do you ever wear it for fun?
Literally, I got to a point where my mom was so frustrated and trying to buy shoes for me. We're at Nordstrom's, and she goes, "You know what? Just sell the little in the box, okay? You know what?" Welcome to my childhood. That's why I'm so
Did they?
scarred today. You know, it was a great joke, but we found shoes that I could take home that day, and those I think some of my favorite shoes to this day. Oh man, they were like walking on pillows.
Love that.
Real fancy. I would like that.
Mm.
Walking on pillows.
I wish I could tell you what they were, but I mean, I think I was like 14. You know how much time has gone between then and now? I can say exactly how old I am, but it's a lot older.
So not 6 years, 8 years.
I mean, I could keep going up for a long time if you're going to add, 2 to 3 years to that, but we'll just stop. We don't have that much time before that guy comes back from the bathroom.
Sure we do.
He's all
Give us your life story right now.
No, absolutely not. It's the reason I play D&D 3 times a week.
Tell us who you are.
It was a Tuesday in August. I had just gotten home.
And
I grabbed my juice box and went upstairs.
Juice box.
I'm pretty
Got
sure
on
at
the
this.
PlayStation 2.
I mean, it's either been on this stream or my own stream. I've revealed exactly how it was born, and it was a very interesting evening, and I've heard it from my mom many times. So that whole story's out there.
There you go.
Do tell.
Yeah, so he was born.
Surprisingly, I was at a hospital and I was born, and I became a baby, and then I grew up.
I just assumed you were like spawned out of hellfire or something.
No, actually, if Hellfire is a gin drunk from my old man's bowling league, yes.
Wait,
that could be.
are you saying your dad's not your dad?
Yeah, that's
No.
what I was wondering.
He's absolutely my dad. Because if you see me and my dad, we're carbon copies of each other.
Wait,
like
did
I
Jim
look at,
from the bowling team shag your mom? Then
Yeah, that's
he's
totally
your
where
real
I was
dad.
like- that's what I thought
no,
you said
not
too.
Jim. Gin.
Jen.
Oh, like the drink.
Yes. So here's what a saint my mother is. When my dad got home drunk the night I was born, playing or bowling after drinking gin, she already knew she was in labor, but she gave him the opportunity to sleep it off for a couple of hours.
What?
Oh, nice.
Yes. And here's this. This is the best part. When she woke him up and said, "Jack, you need to take me to the hospital. I'm going to have this baby." He then gets up and gets in the shower, shaves, cleans up, and then drives her to the hospital.
Gets in the shower, shaves, cracks a beer.
I walk in. This is how we're gonna have this baby.
Yeah.
Well, you missed the part where we thought that where we thought that Radio's dad was not his dad. It was some guy named Jen from the bowling alley.
We had a bowling alley orgy as my origin story.
That's what halftime needs to be over here.
We love you, you little Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, appreciate it.
If things weren't awkward enough, Asher,
Oh yeah, they're real weird.
crank to the nines. No clothes except for the Fey-like masks attached to their face. Told you I was gonna make this as eyes wide shut as I could.
I am closing my eyes. I'm just gonna say that. Gitzi's eyes are closed now. Let me see this.
As a rank and file procession of birthday-suited individuals all begin to fill as the dance floor parts. Like a Sadie's Hawkins dance, if it dates you back to those times. The entire floor separates. As long silk streams drop down from up above, and a very Cirque du Soleil style performance begins. You see the flower in the bulb that's back behind you slowly begin to raise from its position. As a ceremony in music in dedication to this bulb, the crimson bulb, begins. And it's a artistic interpretation of both its bloom and its eventual dormant period. Displayed out between those silks, you can see the individuals actual making up the images with their own bodies of this flower out into the sky. Reeling back in as the plant collapses into its dormancy to back active again behind you. And slowly, one by one, all of those performers begin making a bridge. As a small set of steps is brought out on either side, as their naked bodies line what is now a corridor pathway across their backs towards that crimson bulb. It's two individuals walk to your side, Asher. With no communication from their own mouths, just a ringing inside your own head. Are you ready? You cannot see their faces, secluded back behind two wolves' masks.
Nope. As I'm like looking at this bridge, like, I don't remember reading that in the pamphlet.
You get an audible chuckle. Just step forward. Single file. As everyone else is staring out. Roll a perception check to see if you can see anybody you notice.
Sure. Nope.
It's just you and the team. We gotta walk across that?
I think so. It's not even like level. I'm gonna fall.
And one of them stands up on the steps, made of human, orc, tiefling, giant, dwarf, halfling, beckoning you to walk this humanoid bridge towards the crimson bulb.
I'm curious. Do I know anything about the crimson bulb?
You know, shit.
Like
didn't read the pamphlet.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't. I mean, I looked at some of the pictures, but
Yeah, you saw
know,
the crimson bulb.
This is the crimson bulb, as seen in the. Ah, yes, I can see it now. Okay. Like, I guess I'll start.
It's you're lifted up in the
walking.
first.
Sorry.
You're given a small, rudimentary wooden bowl with a substance in it, about 2 ounces. Jinrid, being behind you, takes a step forward. Receives his small bowl. Everyone else.
Behind Jen.
Can someone grab Gitzi?
Oh yeah. Gitzi's got her eyes closed. She didn't know yet.
I was like this, like not just eyes closed, claws over eyes, I'm good. Yeah, you can grab my elbow and guide me and I will follow.
Aelun's just behind you pushing. Left foot, right foot, left foot.
That actually helps.
By the way, I love you, Caustic, because you literally just got the mental imagery of the first time I went to a haunted house with my mom, and she couldn't. Literally, she is Gitzi. I'm so happy for you. I haven't thought about that in so long.
It's the best way to survive those things. Yes. Yes. Close your eyes. Don't look at a single thing for what you paid for. Yeah. I agree. I've done that.
As you all begin crossing this awkward humanoid bridge, and Jin kind of looks down and like, could have washed these things off. Ugh. Small cracks and a couple of backs.
I didn't read the pamphlet.
Thanks, asshole.
That's what I pay you for.
The giant that's in the line, whenever you step across his back, you can hear an audible like, oh yeah.
Work that knot out.
Yeah.
Dig that heel in just a little bit. Stepping through it.
Don't get me excited over here, radio. We're gonna have like 1,000 people stomp the shit out of my bag every day. Be great.
Jen, are we supposed to snort this or blow it out?
I lean up. Are we supposed to snort this? Or are we supposed to blow it out? Oh, hold on. No, actually, I'm gonna telephone this. I hear all. Matter of fact, I turn on and go, hold on to it. I read the pamphlet.
Somebody did. It's fucking Asher.
Yeah. And then more importantly, it was his. Don't put this for everybody. God. I hope nobody ate any of the marshmallows.
Jinrid, what am I supposed to do?
Too late now. Let's keep going. As we all make our way up to the Crimson Bulb, you see this flower begin to take to life. And you can see the extensions come down with smaller crimson flowers. Even though this thing is massive, those flowers are about twice the size of our head. And you can see the administrators in the front nod as we're all standing in a line in front of this absolute specimen from the Fae. That's when the lights come down over it, the symbol of this crimson bulb shining down over the entire floor. As we all take the small sip from our bowl, in the minute that we put that nectar to our lips, individual flowers come by each of our faces, and the mist hits. And Josiah, that's when you put two and two together. Son of a bitch.
No. I knew this fucking Jupiter Peacock was familiar for a reason. You son of a bitch.
And the Jupiter Peacock is the cut version. This is straight up. A small part of the Crimson Bulb goes with the Jupiter Peacock of which you had, which is a street variety.
You guys be fucking kidding me. This is pure?
This is straight to the Fae source. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Great.
Holy F. There's nothing I can do at this point.
Ah, wasted 20.
No, the 20.
Oh yeah. I'm completely disarmed.
I rolled a 9.
My understanding that everyone here is completely disarmed and maybe disrobed. I don't know.
No, we are not disrobed.
Am I literally
Well,
disarmed?
not us, but like everybody else. We are not, I imagine.
Hey guy, I found your arm. You left
Did
it
they
back
take
there.
my arm?
You left it at the pool table. I wondered if you wanted it back.
I have 2 bare arms. Anyway.
I'm just imagining
Only
Aelun
one.
taking off his arm, holding it with his hand in order to get a longer pull shot.
Get it.
No.
told you.
Point the finger. Point the finger.
Top corner pocket.
Middle finger. It is the longest, the most dexterous.
And then you begin to go down that rabbit hole. But this time it's different. It's much more about the smell and the feel. It's like experiencing 4 seasons, constantly switching between them all, intersecting how they feel. And excitement. Heart rate goes up and starts to beat. Fractals and kaleidoscopes go full bore. Images of the crimson bulb and reds begin to fade to darker greens. Bits of twilight. And Josiah, while you expect the worst, it's an incredibly smooth transfer. As you all open up your eyes and you stare back out, no longer in the same place that you were before, but inside a warmth field of energy. Inside a greenhouse built of ethereal light. No people. Just you and the party. Staring back at an empty room. But one with traces of assembled fireflies that create an entire crimson bulb on the floor below you. Not cold, not too warm. Just the perfect temperature where you're at. As you see the entire greenhouse in its dream bridge. And the portal that you've walked through, you see the door on the far end. And Asher, you know this is the gateway, and you can see it. It calls to you. It's something you haven't felt, even when you came to the Fae the first time and had tea with Chikios. This is like coming back to your college campus for the first time when it's fall and you smell the cool, crisp air, and it's just memories, tangible. Troves of them. It's almost overwhelming how many different emotions you feel. From pure excitement and joy to the rage and sadness of when you had to leave the Feywild the last time. All of it's amplified. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw just on how you feel.
$17.
Maybe you are a bit archfey. Because you handle all of this with stride.
I think there's a moment where I start to get a little worried, relieved, angry, confused, and it's almost like I feel like I have this nice warm sip of tea, as there's just this like calming, brief warmth and numbing that kind of flows through my body, and I just exhale and take a deep breath. Thanks, Chiquios. I needed that. And then I look to my right and look to my left, and you seeing this, Josiah?
I don't exactly know what I'm seeing right now.
It's a gateway. It's my other home. Can you smell it? Can you see it? Can you feel it?
What I'm feeling right now is confusion. It's like someplace in between. I've been in areas like this. It's actually part of home. You know what mist weaving is?
Have I heard of mist weaving? I believe so, correct? It's like a variant or a form of like dream walking, kind of like a...
Roll history check.
Yeah. I remember us talking about it at one point. I had some familiarity. 22.
Yeah, you know it's a localized version of the same practice, a bit more rudimentary.
Yeah, it's a cultural take on it. Yeah. Yeah, I have heard it called that in some circles. Walking in dreams.
Where I come from at home, mistweaving is common amongst the upper echelon. It's taught kind of like letters. Whatever this is, it feels a lot like that.
It's not far off, albeit a bit grandiose. But we're in that middle, the deep dark of the center of the line, not quite the line, but the inside. And on the other end of that hall, from what I can see and feel and smell, it's the Fae. That's my other home.
That's where you were.
Yes. Well, the Fae is a very big place. It's much like the material plane, just like different.
I get it.
For Mud and Becca, we had to step away. Sorry to interrupt, Radio. You guys opened up your eyes and you found yourself an ethereal version of the greenhouse inside of a portal that's taken you to this dream bridge between the material plane and towards the Fae. And the door at the other side of this greenhouse is open. You can see it is distinctively the twilight of the Fae.
Oh, yes, this is exactly what I thought was happening.
Is this what it's always like to travel to the Fae?
No, there's many different ways to go to the Feywild. This is just
It's in
I guess their
between.
fitting way.
Why did they call it the Feywild? Why is it not the Fey Tamed?
Oh, I think you'll see when you get there.
Is this safe?
I
No.
believe so.
It's not.
Well, which one of you do I believe?
Pick. But if you're
Hey,
mist weaving, it's not safe.
Oh.
None of this is safe.
I mean, there's some dangers to it, yeah, but
hey, Prince, let the guy who's actually been in the Fae speak for himself.
You know what? If that makes you comfortable, Jen,
Yeah, it
I'll
does.
shut up.
He's been there.
why don't we go? And that way we all
Yeah.
have been and can travel to the Fae.
I mean, this is comfy as hell,
we
but
can go now.
Yeah.
You're sure you don't want to give any more speeches before we go? Maybe.
I can give some advice.
Oh, what is that?
Careful who you give your name to.
Oh.
Always be courteous. Never steal. Careful on making any sort of pact or deal. Because things work differently in the Fae.
Oh,
Something
you were
as
born Josiah.
simple as a gesture can... Hospitality is very important, so just mind your manners and you'll be okay.
Do we need to come up with nicknames or fake names for safety purposes? Like, you can call me G.
Yes, maybe some sort of code names. Yes, good idea.
It depends. Honestly, most creatures and individuals I ran into don't really care. They enjoy the stigma of it, but there are select few who would utilize that. Some for not very good reasons, but most just want to have help with something or,
Oh, okay.
you know, a small favor or task.
Sure.
But then maybe if it is safer, maybe you could call me Girthquake.
I'm not calling you
I don't
that.
think I'm calling Earthquake. That's a...
No, Girthquake. With the G.
if he's Girthquake, then you can call me Deep Throat.
Nope, not calling you that either.
Girthquake. Deep Throat.
Nope. That's...
It's more of a sound like Deep Throat.
Yeah, it is more guttural than anything. It is primal. It's perfect for a place like this.
Fine.
I think you'll be surprised.
If I can't be Deep Throat, I'm gonna be Toad.
Well, hopefully we get to meet Chikios. You all remember Chikios. Hopefully he's
Yeah.
around. And we can have some tea. That would be wonderful. But yeah, let's go. Follow me. Stick close. Don't stare too far out into the void, because sometimes you get lost.
I hope you know where to find this Crimson Bulb hat. I'd prefer not
That's
to be
why.
here for 10 years.
Well, you might not have a
$2,000
choice.
for 10 years is kind of bullshit.
It may only be an hour for us, but it could be. The Fae's different like that. I mean,
No.
How long was I
You
gone?
know, you came at no. You were gone for a couple of days. Nobody said
But
it was the
I
other.
was-
They didn't say it was the other way around. I didn't read that in a pamphlet.
just saying.
What do you
Time
mean?
works weird.
What do you mean? I'm just
Time's
saying.
different.
I don't.
It'll be okay. It'll be all right. Let's go.
Okay.
As I take someone's hand, whoever is next to me, standing in line, it would be I would take Gitzi and Aelun's hands. Come on. Don't need you guys getting lost in the dream realm.
No. Yes, give me. Have a good grip. Do I need to tie
Gitzi,
myself?
you can open your eyes. There's no more naked people. It's fine.
I'm just a bit of a prude. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I wasn't. I wasn't expecting that either.
Part of the party. You're welcome to do whatever you want.
Nope, I didn't want to be. That was not. I should have read the pamphlet a lot more because that was unexpected and.
That wasn't in the pamphlet.
Okay, well, okay, good, because I looked through it. I just didn't. I was mostly looking at the pictures because they were pretty compelling, and I also knew that's what Aelun could understand.
Who knows what they do after we leave?
Forget, I assume.
Let's
lot of
just
booze.
keep walking forward then.
Oh yeah, we are. We're walking and talking. as I'm like taking you guys towards the Fae.
Very
gate.
Wizard of Oz in a solid line walk through this ethereal Victorian greenhouse.
Aelun is staring directly into the void since you told him not to.
Of course.
Aelun. The only thing that eventually beats Aelun is a solar eclipse. That's what takes him out.
The sun for over an hour.
400 years later, it's the only thing that takes him out.
Do I see you staring out into the void?
Yeah, I mean, if you're dragging me by the hand, sure.
Yeah, I probably would message you in your head. Don't stare into the black.
Yes, but why not? It's still arcane.
You could get trapped here forever.
Well, this place doesn't seem so bad.
You know those things that go bump in the night?
No. What things are you talking about?
Nothing. There's literally nothing. You would be bored. There's literally nothing here. You would just be sitting here by yourself, nothing to do, but stand here forever.
Aelun,
Yes, I mean, somebody would come along, right?
wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'll have a D8 onto it. $18.
As he describes this, Aelun, what's the first fear that you have that comes to your mind?
Fears. Probably losing my other arm. Yeah.
You think about being overwhelmed in combat and thoughts of someone else taking your other arm and leaving you. You'd rather have them take your head than leave you without two arms. Just these thoughts permeate the back of your head before they leave quickly as you succeed with a DC 18. Asher, I need you to make a spell attack roll as you come up to the end.
Here we go. It's a 14. Feel like I should add something to that. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I'm gonna add a D8 to that. Yeah.
Got the full
22.
22. That void begins to dissipate. And peeling back behind the darkness, provide two paths. With a DC 20, you see your two ways. The Sealy Court on one side. Everlasting twilight, meaning everlasting dusk, fading into the darkness. DC 22, the last check inside this dream sequence to make your free and willing choice of which path to walk.
$26, baby.
26. They both begin to glow, welcoming whichever way that you so choose. The choice is yours, and your first big chance to show off your ability, the actual free will. To be able to choose where you start when you leave.
Option is door one is twilight, is what I see.
Unseelie Court versus the Sealy Court. Sealy is the summer, Unseelie is the autumn.
Knowing Chikios is more likely probably in the summer.
Not true, but is an assumption.
Yeah. I would think. I don't know.
Chikios is an archfey. He can go
He can do whatever he wants.
whatever he wants. The scene that you typically see is the Sealy Court because it's less threatening.
Yeah.
But the same way other folks are comforted by fall and Halloween and the macabre that it brings. It's literally just a choice of taste.
I think Asher wants to show them like the beauty and everything, and there's a lot of that in the fall, but I think he wants to show them the summer and some of the festives and that kind of thing. So I think we would choose he would choose the Sealy Court.
All right. As you make your choice internally, go ahead and convey it to the rest of the group.
Well, we're here, and I'm excited for you all to see the Fae and all of its glamour. It's familiar yet different, and I think you're all going to love it. And the path we choose is that of the Sealy Court and beautiful early spring, midsummer, the sights and smells and splendor of it all. I'm excited for you all to see it. Are you ready?
Yes, well, we can stay here, right? Apparently.
We'll follow you wherever you go.
All right. Hold hands. Let's not get separated as we go through.
Asher, what's the other option?
That is more of the twilight. It has its own glamour and beauty, but it's a bit more macabre and unknown. I didn't spend a lot of time early on there, but I think for your first trip, probably best to go to the Sealy Court. And if this is going to be a reoccurring thing, then I'm sure eventually we will have to go through another door. Is there something on your mind, Josiah?
And I was just thinking, two sides to every coin.
Of course. There's even more sides to the Fae.
Getting that. Sure. Sealy Court.
Let's go.
Together.
Together. I will walk through.
Stepping through the portal for the first time. You exit that darkness. And you enter a grove filled with lights in a very similar teal green color. Not much different than the meadows that you've experienced with your friend Chikios. But different. Lacking his presence. Lacking the tea. But all in all, a similar feeling as you all open your eyes inside this small fairy circle. Breathing in that crisp air. No longer any of the lingering bits and particles of the drug that got you here. But just a pristine grove. One that seems so pure only for those who have had a background living somewhere outside the city, where things have gone untouched. That first time you played in a creek, seen a crawfish swing backwards, the colors on a sunfish, small creatures tucked back behind roots. You hear sights and sounds as a child would for the first time. Staring back out at the light that permeates inside the forest, they come down like God rays. As you're surrounded in a whole new world. Asher, staring back out at this grove, how would you like to proceed?
Asher takes a moment and just kind of like looks up, just closes his eyes, takes a deep breath in. Oh, it feels good to be back. A little different. The Feywild is a big place. Oh. Well, we have our task set out for us. We have to find this flower.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe we can meet some friends along the way. Wonder if Chikios is around.
Well, maybe we will find your friends. Do you know where we should begin to find this plant? I mean, it is rather such a large place, isn't it?
Yeah, I have no clue. To be honest, I mean, the Fae is a very big place, and this is probably an obscure flower, based by the recent,
Yeah, it says it in the pamphlet.
yep, drugging that just happened.
Does it seek sunlight? So then it would be something higher up and not under shaded trees, or is it something much more darker? Do we know any specifics about it? Does it need deep roots or lots of water?
I mean, it's a big flower, so it's probably got deep roots.
Okay.
I don't know, Jen, did you get anything from the pamphlet?
Yeah. It likes darkness.
Perfect. So we just have to
Darkness.
find a dark place.
Really? Darkness, Jen. That would have been helpful before we made that decision.
Oh no, I actually thought about that ahead of time, because you see in the actual garden it was twilight the whole time, which is a pretty big signifier that we should have probably started in the other way, as there would have been a bit higher chance. But I think you need to experience the Fae for what it is.
So
And
what
this
you're
light.
saying is you just picked hard mode.
Look at Mr. Side Quest over here. I don't want to go in the deep, dark parts of the ocean. What a changed man. I like it. I don't know
There
shit
are
about
plenty
the
of
Fae.
deep, dark places in the Fae. So
Wait a second, we're not
regardless
going
of
to the
whether it's
ocean.
twilight or not, there will still, yeah, and we're definitely not going to the ocean.
Okay.
We'll be able to find it. I have faith. Let me just see. Hold on. Chiquios. Honey, I'm home. I could really use some tea right now. I know it's been a while. You around?
Is that how you call him?
Well, usually I'm like sleeping, and we, but now you gotta realize Archfays are incredibly powerful. They can do whatever they want, basically. A lot of them do whatever they want. By the way, case in point, there was a little bit of a mislead in that party. I am not an Archfey, never have claimed to be an Archfey. And if there are any Archfays listening or watching that, I apologize on their behalf. They do not fully understand the intricacies of the hierarchy of the Feywild.
Just to be clear, Chiquios calls you Chugs or Little Chuggy
Yep.
from the first time that you finally drank your
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah. I couldn't handle a lot, so he just called me Chugs or Little Chuggy because it upset my stomach the first couple times, and then eventually so it started as Little Chuggy, but then it just became Chugs, so I upgraded because I started to drink more and more tea. You'll see, if you have too much of
Chugs?
it, your stomach's gonna be quirmy.
All right. Roll your spell attack.
I feel like I would have advantage with this because of all the bullshit that's about to happen. I'm just kidding. Here it goes. Come on, baby. Oh, 17.
17's still good.
I mean,
You reach out into the void of the Fae. But the Fae does not speak back. As you wait for the familiar laugh, cackle, even thinking about Chugs you haven't thought about in a hot minute. No response from Chiquios. And that's strange for you. Especially considering you've touched the Dream Realm twice. And he hasn't approached you.
well, that's a little worrisome. Oh, I'm actually a little worried about him. Maybe I should call my friend Perrywin. He might know.
Who's Periwinkle?
That's Perrywin.
Perwin?
Yeah.
Paraffin?
Perrywin. You just
Perwin.
call him Perry. He's a little pixie. I know. a little bit of a jokester. He's kind of likes to have a little bit of fun, practical joker, but was someone I grew kind of quite close with. He's a good friend of mine. And he told me if I was ever back in the Feywild after leaving one time with Chikios to hit him up so we could catch up. It's a bit of a character, but most things and people and creatures in the Feywild are. So, but he's harmless and supportive. Just a little pixie bud.
Sounds good to me. Not like I know anywhere to go in here.
All right. And I begin to cast a spell as I begin to mutter under my words, or mutter and under my breath. And all right, Perry, you pickled piper, you told me to hit you up if I ever came back to the Feywild. I hope you got some of that really good mead you like. Oh yeah, I brought some friends, and some of them are some rubes. So yeah, go easy on them, as I'm going to cast Summon Fey and call up my dear friend Perrywin.
Okay.
And see if I can get him, see if he hears me and will come join in this little bit of debauchery.
Now, it will not be real Summon Fey because you don't have that kind of agency over fairy.
No, for sure. I'm treating this
thematically,
as like
100%.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that Perry is not under your control.
No.
But what I will
just
give
calling
you,
up a friend.
What level are you casting it at?
It will be. Hold on. What is Summon Fey? 3rd level.
Okay, 3rd level. So it's going to be a baseline on it. Anything above 3rd level, you're able to add a +1 to your spell attack, which you will roll with advantage.
Okay. All right. First roll. 25. Second roll. Almost a nat 20. So 25.
Whoa!
Oh.
Ya yeet! Oh, Gitzi's back.
Joke's on you. I cast invisibility on myself.
Bro.
I cast darkness. You guys can't see me. Oh shit! It wears off.
Very quick blip. Boom. We're back.
Hey, that's quicker than the normal blip. I'll take that.
That's true. That's true. You can't get rid of us.
All right.
But we can try.
Thanks.
1425 is your high mark. All right. This will be
I love this music.
2, 4. All right. +7 roll coming in. Here's your line.
It's
With a 10, easily being able to succeed. Reaching out in the Fey. It's like subtle motion with your hand, but you're able to rearrange the fairy circle that you're in currently. Slowly changing it and spinning, opening up into a completely different circle. In a small encampment that looks very similar to Never Never Land. Small nooks and crannies and hammocks hanging down. Small pixies and fairies skateboarding and sky surfing along. Some of them riding small foxes, very similar to Vera. A raucous scene of individuals having a hell of a time playing cards, playing different games of sport, one game that looks like a cross between Quidditch and basketball in between. And you
Oh my God, Jinrid, Josiah, they're having a party. You guys are about to get you're about to get Feywild, the fucked up edition, and I'm excited for it.
Are they skateboarding?
I'm
Yes.
sorry, what?
Yeah. You know what? You guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna find somebody who's gonna loan me a board. I'm on this.
He's
Size
gone.
13s? I don't think so.
You are the skateboard.
Oh, it's gonna happen with these. It's gonna happen with these 13s.
Just drill some wheels under your shoes.
And buzzes past you like Top Gun, slamming past the control tower, wrapping around your head. Individual with his hands on his hips stands in front of you, floating with their fairy wings about 12 inches from your face. What does Perry look like?
Perry is like, he's kind of like kind of got that jock build where he's like very formal, never wears a shirt like ever, and always has like very, very tight pants on because he likes the way he looks. And he's got this like beautiful, like almost like aqua green wavy hair that's really well put together. He's like super well put together, and he's always got this like shoulder bag that he carries around with him at all times. Beautiful, ornate, like colorful wings that he likes to change depending on his mood. And he's very much loud and rambunctious and a joker, and it probably smells of booze.
It's literally Waka from Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you want to play baseball? We're gonna get it down right now. Okay.
Yeah,
And-
that's pretty much what I built out is exactly that.
And he's holding
But-
that ball over in his hand, and he goes and bounces it off your forehead.
Oh,
What took you so long?
Hey, I'm sorry. This guy, am I right?
As another small fairy zooms by immediately, as there's two of them holding a shot glass that comes over and lands in your head. As everybody
I just tilt
is
my head back, like ready to just take the shot.
Jinder looks behind. He goes, baby bird, baby bird. We got a lot to fucking talk about.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. These are my friends. Their first time. This is exciting.
You picked the right day. Come on. As he begins to spiral out, as all these fairies begin taking off, the game stops and it starts to turn up. That is where we will pick up next week.
Oh.
Come on, you don't want to play some blitzball.
Yeah.
Skateboard.
Dude, I'm all about that skateboard.
One last flavor thing. Actually, you know what? I'll save it for next week.
Wait, well, you can't tease us
can't
too.
do
That's
that.
not how this works.
This is your world, man.
One last favor.
This trip to the
flavor
Fae
thing.
is like DM light for me.
Yeah.
Okay, as we instantly walk through, Perry would turn around and he'd be like, where is she? And I'd be like, I apologize, and I snap my finger and Vera pops out, and he immediately just runs over and starts giving her the biggest scritches, and then just starts riding her around, and she's just jumping and darting all over the place.
Straight zoomies, because there's like 4 other foxes. They're going right over there. As they take off in the little ramps that go around the trees.
There's literally, like, actually, and this is canon in my head, there's actually like a little race course for the foxes where there's like jumps and like turns and like ramps up trees and down trees and through a little creek. It's a whole thing.
I already missed Bowie.
Yeah, we should have brought Bowie too. Dang it, we could have had a whole party.
Seriously.
Real.
More pets.
Oh, yes. More D&D pets.
So
Hell
James can
yeah.
Hop out and chase Vera then.
Oh wait, did you say St. James is off to chase Vera?
Yes.
Oh, they would love that.
Yes! We have the
Buddy
first
will
appearance
joy.
of the hair rat.
He stops at one of the pixies. St. James stops and is like, "Excuse me, sir. I've been sitting up there for quite some time.
Very interesting.
Do you have any grape
Absolutely.
Fetch me a drink." Yeah, like, it's
James
just,
probably has
do you have any
the
ancient
title.
mulled wine?
Point me to the rat race, please. Thank you.
Very fine. A king, even, if you will.
Indubitably.
I don't know. He could have been king of the rats.
Oh,
We
At this
haven't
point,
gotten
he's
into
he's
St.
he's a
James' backstory.
saint of the rats.
Yes. You know, sometimes some religions have trumped over the royalty, so
I'm
saying
pumped.
don't cut them out.
Oh, I'm
out.
excited. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. Thank
This'll
you
be
guys. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Look at all that RP, y'all.
That guy right there, driving it all.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the
Big
wheel.
round of applause, ArcaneAdam.
You all did great. Thanks for bringing all that silliness to life. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I haven't
And
played those songs from the royal courts for like 2 years. It feels like
Mhm.
been a long
fun
time.
fact, I wasn't BSing. I actually thought about it, and I was like, I'm 95% sure that we should take the Twilight route because there's going to be a higher chance, because I remembered it specifically being Twilight like 24/7 in the greenhouse. But I was like, you know what? Screw that. If we're going to the Feywild, I want to go like
Hey,
party
you know what?
and like show them the Feywild that, you know, like I've been talking about this entire time I've been back. So I was like, you know what? It'll be more difficult, sure, but we're gonna have fun. Like we're gonna
You know
have
what?
fun with this.
Josiah questioned you for a moment, but you know what? Back to plays of your family.
Yeah.
Bro just commanded the fairy circle. Like, now you're starting to show off some skills, man. You got
Yeah.
some skills. Well, you're not an archfey. Doesn't mean you're not fucking a stud.
But I will say, as the secondary cliffhanger, I am a little worried about Cheekios because this is weird.
Yeah, you
Maybe
can't
we'll
reach
find out
out.
next week.
Why do you keep dropping these hints? Like, we're starving now for more information.
Ugh.
This is very cruel.
Let's just go another 2 or 3 hours. I mean, come on.
Yeah, unfortunately, the extra info's going straight to the Patreon. We gotta leave. We're gonna have a small after session, but we love you. We're gonna take care. Mwah. You guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow for Meteorian Core in the Witchlight.
Hey,
Much
I'm a goblin.
love.